Hello, good morning class. What you had in breakfast? Idli? Okay, good. So, we eat food to get energy, right? And the food is need to absorb by our body. After that, we'll get energy. But our body can't absorb the food in complex form. Whatever we eat, like chapati, rice, anything that is in complex form, and our body needs only the simple form of food that that the body can absorb. So, the process where the complex form of food is breaks down into simple format and it absorbed by our body, that process is called digestion. What it is called? Digestion. So, for the digestion, we have one system that is called digestive system. Today, we are going to learn about human digestive system. Here you can see the diagram, the human digestive system. Okay. Digestive system. So, in the human digestive system, it has mainly two parts. First one is alimentary canal and the digestive gland. And digestive gland. So, alimentary canal and digestive gland. So, what is alimentary canal? In this picture, you can see the parts of the digestive system. Like first part is mouth, then comes our esophagus. Next, stomach. This is the stomach. Next, the small intestine. This is the small intestine. Next, this one is the large intestine, and this is the anus. So these organs are connected to each other like a pipe-like structure. It is called the alimentary canal or it is called gut or gut. So in the alimentary canal we have mouth, next esophagus, then comes our stomach, next the small intestine, large intestine, anus. So these are the part of alimentary canal and total length of the alimentary canal is about 9 meter. 9 meter. Okay. So this is the 9 meter. And we have the digestive glands or the accessory organs we can call. So these are the salivary glands, the liver, the pancreas, the gallbladder. Okay. So here I will write pancreas, the leaf-like structure you can see, this is the pancreas, and the triangular, the reddish brown color, this is the liver and gallbladder. This one, the small round shape, it is the gallbladder, and next the salivary gland. So these are the parts of the digestive system. Now we will discuss one by one. Okay. So first one is our mouth. So we eat food through the mouth. So mouth is the first part where we intake the food and that is called the ingestion. So ingestion of the food is occurs in the mouth. In the mouth we have three parts. First one is tongue. It is responsible for the taste of the food, and second one is teeth. It is responsible for the grinding, crushing and cutting of the food. Next comes our salivary gland. Here you can see we have three salivary glands. First one is parotid, the big one, and sublingual and submandibular. So we have total three salivary glands in the mouth. Now I will write here mouth. In the mouth, the salivary gland secrete salivary amylase, and which is responsible for the carbohydrate digestion. Okay, so carbohydrate, that is starch, is converted to maltose. Okay, so here uh, in the 30% of the carbohydrate is digested here, and in this process carbohydrate starts to maltose helps the salivary amylase, or we call it as tyalin. It is called the tyalin, okay, or salivary amylase. Tyalin or salivary amylase or tyalin is responsible for the carbohydrate digestion. So after the partial digestion of the carbohydrate, this food is called bolus. The partial digested food, that is called bolus. Uh, so in the mouth, only the carbohydrate digestion starts here. Next comes our pharynx. It is the part where it is a common part for food and air. You know the we have respiratory system also. So beside there is one another part, respiratory system. So this is the common part of respiratory and digestive system. Pharynx. Next comes our esophagus. It is the pipe-like structure, and in the esophagus no digestion is occurs. Okay, esophagus is the connecting part. Esophagus is the connecting part between the mouth and the stomach. No digestion occurs here. And in this alimentary canal part, there are some muscle which contracts and push the food forward. Okay, so the muscle contracts and push the food forward. This process is called the peristaltic movement. What it is called? Peristaltic movement. Peristaltic movement. Next comes our stomach. This is the stomach. It is J-shaped organ, and the stomach, it is the J-shaped organ. Here in the stomach it secretes the HCl and pepsin, renin, and also secrete the mucus. HCl is very strong acid. It creates the acidic medium in the stomach, because the pepsin and renin, these two enzymes are act on the acidic medium. That's why HCl creates the acidic medium. And another function of HCl is to kill the germ like bacteria or anything is present in the food. HCl kills them. Next comes the pepsin. Pepsin, you can remember like that, P, it, and protein. Protein also start from P. So protein digestion. Pepsin is responsible for protein digestion, and casein is also responsible for protein digestion. That is the milk protein, casein. Casein, the milk protein, that is digested by the renin, and mucus is responsible for to prevent the damage of HCl, because HCl is very strong acid. It can damage the stomach wall also. That's why mucus secrete and it create a layer so that the HCl can't harm the stomach wall. Okay, understand? And in the stomach here, the protein converted into peptone or peptides. Protein converted into stone or peptide. So, as we already learned, in the mouth, carbohydrate digestion starts, and in the stomach, the protein digestion starts. Okay, next comes our small intestine part. This is the small intestine, the dense coil pipe-like structure. It is the small intestine. Okay, so this is 3, next 4, the small intestine. In the small intestine, the complete digestion occurs here. The three types of food, carbohydrate, protein, fat, totally digested here and absorbed here. So carbohydrate converted into glucose, fat converted into fatty acid and glycerol, protein converted into amino acid. So complete digestion site is called our small intestine. In the small intestine, here the pancreatic juice from this pancreas and from the liver and the gallbladder, the bile comes here, and all these three types of juice comes here in the small intestine, and it helps in the digestion process. And here in the small intestine, they are present the villi. Villi are the finger-like projection. It is responsible for the absorption of the nutrients, and it creates the increase the surface area. Suppose the surface area is like that, then surface area will less, right? And if the surface area become this type, the surface area will increase. To absorb more the nutrients, the surface area is converted like that, and it is called the villi. Villi is responsible for absorption of nutrients. So in this small intestine, we have three parts: duodenum, jejunum, and the ileum. In the duodenum part, the maximum digestion occurs here, and in the jejunum part, the maximum absorption occurs here. Okay, and in the small intestine, length is about 6 meter. It is the largest part in digestive system. The 6 meter its length. Next comes the large intestine. Large intestine, its length is about 1.5 meter. Large intestine. Large intestine 1.5 meter. It is lesser than the small intestine. Then also it is called large because of its diameter. You can see the diameter is more because of its diameter, and the volume also more. That's why it is called large intestine. And in this large intestine, there are also some villi present, which are responsible for the absorption of water and salt. Villi are also present here, but in less amount. And the undigested food comes here in the large intestine, and here it converted into feces. Then it goes into the anus, and in the anus it here present one sphincter which controls the outlet of the waste product or undigested food. Okay, so this is the last part of the digestive system. So already we have learned the alimentary canal part. This part we have learned. Now we'll focus on the digestive glands. So we have digestive glands, like liver, pancreas, and gallbladder. So liver is the largest gland of our body. Okay, so liver is the largest gland of our body, and liver produce bile. Liver produce bile, and this bile will store in the gallbladder. Here, liver produce bile, and after that the bile store in the gallbladder. Here, gallbladder store bile. Okay, so the liver is created or produce the bile, and bile is a basic uh, bile is a basic part, like HCl is acidic and bile is basic. Bile, and it goes into the gallbladder. After that, the common bile duct, you can see this is the common bile duct. It comes in the pancreas, and in the pancreas it produces pancreatic juice. Okay, so in the pancreatic juice it has three types of enzyme. In pancreas it secretes three types of enzyme: the trypsin, lipase, and amylase. Amylase is responsible for carbohydrate digestion. Trypsin is responsible for protein digestion, and lipase is responsible for fat digestion. So these three types of enzymes secreted by the pancreas, and this pancreatic juice and bile juice combine together, and it digest all the three types of food, and complete digestion occurs in the small intestine. So this is all about the human digestive system. Today we have learned human digestive system, the glands and what are their function, and how they work, and which type of food were digested. Like protein digestion starts in stomach. Now I will ask some question. Now tell me where the fat digestion starts. Yeah, good. Fat digestion starts in the small intestine, and where its complete digestion occurs. Yeah, the small intestine itself, the fat digestion starts and complete also in the small intestine. And the carbohydrate, where its digestion starts, it starts in mouth and it complete in the small intestine. Okay, so this is all about human digestive system we have learned today. Next day we will learn next chapter. Thank you all.